it's Peter and Paul back in the news, P-Square. But with this particular story, I know, say, a lot of us are privy to the basis of the story. That is, Peter and Paul, worry, maybe a worry, and when I'm causing confusion between them, no more splitting. That is the narrative to the public. That's what we are privy to. But then, Peter Okoye of P-Square, out, see from A to Z. In fact, 5 series of videos are audited them see between Ono and Nebrano. The video is very long to an extent that Gossip 24 had to merge it into 2 series of videos. And see story way, ebema 2 parts. And all of it like to be here to give you all the KE setting. And so Peter and Paul are twins, as their name says, Nigeria. But then if you were now Tiswa Pajakakra within the years of 2005, 2007, basically 2010, ye kase Africa, ye more musicians bidinya. In fact, they were a sensation at that time. A lot of cases, even in Ghana, even though they were Nigerians. You can talk of Doomy, you can talk of Temptations, you can talk of There were a lot of songs. Now, Maba, na Adin, knew Ghana, a lot of people knew them. But then, from South 2010, basically 2015, they still continue to reign. 2016, you say, your legends here enjoy on from Muho, around 2010. They are throwing tantrums at each other, twins, no. We can wait for we can wait for I want show you our ex near the other day. Now we are going interview no aka send brana you say now we so going interview. What I say, just tantrums here and there. And Sebia and Peter Okoye ebe release the documents here you screen 22nd of September 2017. And I can say, Sisia Oma try bibia, Oma kostro, Oma conform, Oma try some protected brand now they've built for years no. And until right now there officially P-Square is no more. That is from 2017. Obiate no when you kofre bako Mr. P bako so kofre who Rude Boy, they made songs, some of them made waves, they were still being known as Mr. P and then Rude Boy. And see, it is after this split now kofre say hold on. Peter and Paul started in Yom 2005. Omu be sensation. And I say mpuni so man started 2005 kwa. Omu be sensation. Obiya who say Peter and Paul niye 2005. From start 2005 no. Omu timi ye juma komu bo mu sa man koda. No libi no la you know hear every from there. It's just their music that sells them. To the year 2014, 2015 to 2016. And on say as a shimbi a woman tem basi 2017 afempo de ebu kura na say 2013 and Peter worry 2014 so and Paul so worry. That means after worry no and mam ye no akeka omuti abo musa ma omumi no ayeden a split. So it is the women that caused all the brouhaha that happened between them. Because now tweets need be most of it. So that was the narrative that was sold. It was about 3 days ago that Peter P-Square, right? Most of the times no, he is always tweeting. He is always writing. So person can be there or bet tweet or bet throw. Best 3 days ago, no, see, Debbie. 2026, it's aura for aura. He is tired. He is tired of keeping quiet and always people saying that, and no, ye say, Debbie are not true. I feel there, or the camera is seeing him. Or be chema take you back all the way to 2017. Series of things are yentia on any brand or muntamutse. If people are assuming that he is the bad one, I'm Mr. Matnase. Catch them meet here. And to Peter, at the year 2017, no you say, see, say your 2017, me and Kasami will say, and same baby between myself and my brother. Now your course we had to be excess relationship. Ya breaky obian quiet dear. And see ye breaky from start 2017. Manko Paul the bia swan quotated say any bini see yet. But Musha Mebrano, Musha, he was all over the internet explaining.
I'm beginning to speak up. I'm not speaking up because I want to bring anybody down, but I'm speaking up because the accusation was even more like he sold P-Square catalog. That is his share. The same catalog that I hear saying it, but the same catalog that I produced, I wrote, 99% me, 99%. Yeah, sometimes the fans don't like me saying it. Like I said, I know that I'm saying it now. 99% of the song is me, but I'm still accused of diverting Square funds and blah blah blah. But I'm sorry, it's same voice, it's same person, it's same thing. The only difference is that you will not see me and will they do the perform anymore. It's same voice, same me. I know they hide them anymore. Now before they try, because the more they hide, the more they every small thing problem don't come. Just it's music. They bring us together, but my vision is totally different vision with somebody else. Okay, so but like I said, I don't want to say.
With all these things that's no matter what happens, say P-Square, pass say P-Square, on join ni be muda. But all kinds have no fast forward to 2021. Also 2021, well to cry Mr. Peters body show near the other. And I will be friend free if you say hello. When him say, oh bra befie abe power here show of all the insults I did money near the other. What befie abe saw you name up and it's all say on funny bonington. So he was surprised at that moment. Or say, oh yeah, sure. Say yes, your brother was here to apologize. Into say a hona no kati and no friend bra say DNS Cynthia wababa ka wabe apologize and yeah. Oh, let's listen to him himself.
I want to tell you guys what happened. Starting from November 17th, 2021. The so-called reunion. That reunion was a fake reunion. And I will say it. And I'm going to prove that to all of you watching. On Wednesday 17th, November 2021, I was coming back from Atlanta because I embarked on 3-month tour in Canada and United States. 35 minutes before we started descending into Lagos from Atlanta, I got a message from my caretaker. His words, Oga, I beg, forgive Oga Paul. He don't come apologize to Mama. So, person is referring to Mama is my wife, Lola.
And to Paul free a console in bedroom fin and you say, if your brother who dear why you're not or say he's sorry near the other, I think you should go and see your brother and hug him because then you'll see there a war by honey there. Many answered Angie, so go and see your brother. And according to Peter, Obedru ya na ofa ne champagne ya de ade na yere tu ne phone na okọ ne bra ho ekosi ya ne bra na o hage no. This is the hag. That is what you can see on the screen. Not as oma baba ka no as brothers near the ade. But this is the catch. Among Peter and Paul, they are 8 siblings. Out of the 8 siblings no, omo bra panyi be your friend Jude Okoye. Ono na no manage omo before so omo bru haha ne nyina eba be starting. And see, no more free Jude say, oh, Peter and Paul sample and say be within a second. And a Jude bedroom or Jude ne say green. Jude so any ajo hage monacha say, if you will remember that time in 2021. It was the biggest sensation at that moment. Oh, Peter and Paul is back. Peter and Paul sample, P-Square starting near a lot of people were happy for them. But once people were jubilating here, no, or say among themselves, Peter said, oh no, he was happy to be back as a brother. Onene brano, nenia just say, or metimi aba back be as a brother, but never say ne wana dream say, or sambe ye P-Square be. Or Simon approve it, say, wanya na dream say or Sanko join P-Square.
If some of you think I was denied the fact that within that 24 hours, there was nothing like P-Square existing. Watch this video. Hear Paul. Because if P-Square were actually back, there's no way Paul will make this kind of statement.
Peter, what I'm about to say, if you like feel bad about it, I don't give a fuck. But what you know what I'm about to say? Fuck Rude Boy, fuck Mr. P, bring back P-Square.
Now that will take you back to let you guys know that I never wanted P-Square.
But Jude Okoye no, who is their manager, and answer you know manager before so more split no. Now, can say, oh, why? He was convincing him that you people should come back together right now. Everybody knows that Maba back into Munya now, or sit or Mukandimpa, no, sit Debbie. Emma Omuko show be that time the compost no mumu. Omuko show nearby. And Omubeka percentage as him. Before no, na se P-square, no mubenya biano, sikani nina. Na onu Peter efa 35%. Na Paul afa 35%. Na omu bra Jude no as their manager no. Onu so afa 40%. But this time around, or the baby to woman him said, this thing I don't even want to do P-square again. But some me de me hu be shem biem dia. Na nia me pese ye ni say me for 40%. Who Paul be for 40%. Ye be ma Jude 20%. Because Jude assigned the yabetna CBM say, obema me 30%, obema also 30%. Now more for 40%, 40%, you know, me kokoye rude boy no na me wo management. Ono so koye me koye P-square no na me wo management. Onso koye rude boy na wo management. Here the management me no ni nyina be bom na out of 40%, you know, me bra Jude asam mo mu bi. There be sanament ase. Nti ye 40 ye be ma Jude 20. Or see a honor, Jude as some more can is any catch me say me money for free.
The moment where Paul was trying to convince me, and I said, I actually gave it a thought. Maybe try to give it a try. I said, okay, Paul, you want PSQUARE back? No problem. Let's go back upstairs. I decided to make an offer. Because he was trying to convince me. And we went upstairs, where the two managers, including Jude, were there. And I said, so guys, Paul, you guys want PSQUARE back? No problem. Here is what it's going to look like. I and Paul will set up a company. I and Paul will be only signatory. I and Paul will take care of every administrative when it comes to finance, signatory, everything. And I and Paul will go with 40-40. The three manager, which is now Jude, Shehu, and MM, will go with 20%. Jude does say he doesn't understand that if that's the case, he'd rather work for free. And I now said, gentlemen and lady, Jude now works for free.
So Peter replied him that that's okay. If you want to work for free, so be it. But media make can say just ye ne sans amaye. Oposo mo tenase o mo junjun okay fine ye be ni say ye be ni say Peter any Paul etiase say okay fine and sisi ade ye sika no as P-square ye betem 50-50. In fact, if you want to pay your management or whoever, you pay out of your 50%. So they were going to share their money 50-50 without say Jude so be working for free. So Jude was still around them near there or no still managing, but they were sharing their money 50-50. We will explain why. But from 50-50, then I feel your tears. I say, okay, fine. Right now, Peter and Paul are active or more working. You can call them in for shows, collaborations, and all that. And the public announcement say, oh, Peter and Paul is back. Mr. P and Rude Boy, we are back together. Peter and Paul is in the system again.
Document, set up, mode of work. Everything Peter and Paul 50-50. Every decision 50-50. Sharing formula 50-50. We signed. We started up Square Root Entertainment. We started up.
But obeti ase so obeto waso no be hu say sena na ti go all this time ni nyina na ti go my the pansam. How did he come to find out say sena na ti go or started say okay fine let's continue near the idea almost started so muji show omu better catalog from ho aba be approach people that are paying royalties near the idea nyina be approach na nkofo bi bae so omo ba beto catalog every Peter and Paul honom omu nyumbi on beto catalog na nkofo ne bae no na okache Jude say nkofo we mu say no mpese omo de maye millions of dollars no mpese omu ntia maye. So we should sell them the catalog and only nkofo bi so omo be ye omo distribution ti or the san nkofo no beto catalog na distribution label ni nyina ekokotro mo say nkofo we no maba onu Peter ne de kotro mo say nkofo we mu no maba they want to work with us. Ona na Jude said no. Ye ni omo nya adwuma. I also have some people omo so omo beto catalog omo so ye distribution ye ni omo be ye adwuma. I say okay. Sankofo na wanya omo no. How much are they offering us? Obo sika ne che no hu say na the people na me de omo ba no. They are paying much more than the people that you are suggesting. Inti abeya yemfa sankofo we ju seda.
We announced our world tour. We started touring. I discovered that the people handling my distribution as Mr. P are the same people handling Road Boy. I said, let's give them PSQUARE. Jude refused. Paul refused. This was Paul who bragged about these individuals. He doesn't even know that they don't handle my own distribution. So, while that was going on, during our tour, I discovered that some people wanted to buy PSQUARE catalog. They walked up to me. I said, no problem, I'll discuss with my brothers. They offered millions of dollars. They can buy it off for 10 years. After 10 years, return it back or buy it off for life. So me and Paul had a discussion in London, because me and Paul were touring. Remember, Jude was not with us. Came back. By then, when I walked up to Jude and Paul, I said, let's see how far. So Paul want to buy Jude, said, no problem. They have some people that are ready to even pay now. He now told me the amount. It was less.
But you know, kasani ninjemuno. Before say Peter Ebeti say okay, he's going back into PSQUARE no ma bonyom ni ade no. Oti asembi. Obi kan asembi manefa na sum say Paul any Jude enya ntokwa. Right on the 9th na Paul ekwo Peter yire ho no mekopa ne chew se ne waye bia on fan cha no mo fan cha no. Omunya ntokwa Paul any Jude omunya ntokwa na ntokwa na omunya en say Paul say Jude de ne ka 90 million naira. Enti wakeka cha obia say oh Jude de ne ka 90 million naira. Enti amresun so okwa akwaji sika na free Jude honom. Okoya Jude say me obi agina ho na Jude say me medoka. Medoka say me to den then na me de wo ka 90 million. Can you show say bia we say bia wo send 90 million ma me bebo wo hoposan ne ade. Paul anti me improve wo honom say o de Jude ka some o kan ya ne say wo mfa ma me a ene e mekọ Peter honom akọ kire mu akyere no. That is what he heard. And he even confirmed it from the circle of Paul. Say, that day, no, and to question, Emma Paul make that statement and say, Jude, for 90 million naira name money there. And your beba or one my bet much row. But as to near now, or coach much and day. Na Peter nim no ba becheche mu ache no enti na o ma na adwen ada ho ahye o mu say ye den na o mu becheche mu ache na de na asi. Enti Jude etinya se da bi on pese o de sa catalog ne distribution ne ba man nkofo na onu Peter e de bre o mo no e be introduce mo o mo no e na o ye curious no say okay fine no wala o de fa back end no se catalog obi beto o catalog ana say distribution bi e be fa o pese o hu back end o pese o hu scar e bia sa particular nyum no e generate in a month enti fa sa statement ne mame na me fa mo na yen hwe se bi kon pass kan ko betum times 10 kwa na ade enti wo de fa ma me na me nye de me fa mo e hon so Jude search chine.
These guys are offering more. All they want from us is to give them a back end. How much this thing generates every month, which I do not have. And I asked Jude. Jude said it's not possible. I said how? That these other people are better. I said, no problem. Whatever he gave the other people, give it to me. Let me give it to these people. Highest bidder.
So Peter became frustrated or call Paul no ko jeje macha Paul. Yankasa yesterday ye career no. Yenya 3 main different managers. Obi haba oya ne de na woko. Obi aya ne de na woko. Enti nye say bia me mpese ye ni Jude be ye adwuma ba me nti ase bia nti a Jude doesn't want to give me the back end of yen distribution no ne yenya ne ade onfa ma me keke na me fa ma nkofo no. Peter and Paul, I may say who that you are, say who that he is. Just give me the back end. Say na yenya stream, say na yenya sika, say na yenya in a month. Na me fan chanko for no. Jude in person de be mami. Asama Paul ekache Peter ne say, ebia Jude the account ne ye niyama fufuro.
Walked up to Paul and said, why is that Jude doesn't want to give me this back end? He said, I don't know, but I don't know anything about this. I just the music I do, you know, Peter, I don't know about all these things.
From those moments, he felt like, nah, maybe Paul is not seeing the picture. I say, be a Paul who the Jude, a person or your own tears into not into Nassisiano. The rule I say, or person who proving Paul say something is wrong with Jude. Send your manager, something is wrong. And so, some called Jude or say, Pacho, I need the back end to show those people. And I do the fed obey promising to say, and yeah, obey here 3.5 months to prepare and son or their man. I want to know because this thing is in a second. You take your phone, you search, okay, this is our account, this is how much we make, this is, you know, just like that. These are the royalties they pay in a month. This is how much we earn in a month. Now me dey akwacho mo ba wo say just at 3.5 months before you show me. Was no problem. Okotna baby twen ya 3.5 months later. Ena Paul ebe sende no enye judo. Paul ebe sende no back end no. Enye jude ne sende man no. Because after 3.5 months nimbo offer jude fa. And see, as high upon a sign by Sunday through email or my back end in the man. Now, obi a back end in the component or some realize they say it's not as if they've sent him a link that he will be able to access ABR how much our munya there be how much streams are omunya and on the sending, but how much they gain from their streams near or my fan sending or see a she and I was sending that particular one a mass a Nkofoda no mbeto mo catalog na distribution label ni nyina or send them almost Now, remember that I told you that almost say omo beti omo million of dollars if they sell that catalog to them. Or send ya de mo movie ya nkofo ni hwem sa no mse. Enti mo back end say net say na munya na ade dabi millions of dollars na yate so ye be ma mo hundreds ye be ma mo hundreds of dollars say na o back end say there dabi I will never be able to pay that much for it. Obi kra nipa ne ba ko ete ho kire ne say nipa kra o send sa back end ne ma no on chinintum because ya forge it's been tampered with.
Persuaded Jude to give it to me. He now said it's going to take 3.5 months. I started feeling somehow. If I tell you to give me your statement of account, few minutes, even with your app, you bring it. He's telling me 3.5 months. So that's how long it will take. I still play ignorant. Waited for the 3.5 months. Walked up to him after 3.5 months. He kept on doing like this. I walked up to Paul. Paul, what is going on? Say, Peter, I don't know anything about this whole thing where they talk about. I persuaded. Junior said, I should send him my email. He forwarded it. I looked at it. What he sent me was how many streams, but without how much it generates. I looked at it. I said, look, I just forwarded to the two managers. Now this is where it becomes interesting. Now the two managers sent this back ends out. Nobody got back. So imagine people that have offered huge amount of money on this same catalog. After going through the tampered back end, most of them came back with an unbelievable lower amount offer. For example, imagine someone offering to buy a product for 500 naira. And after seeing the back end of the product, they're now offering 10 naira. How? I went to Paul. Have you heard? See what's going on. In fact, one of them even said, bro, who sent this to you? I said, why? Whoever that sent this thing to you, or is it the distribution company, get them arrested.
And it was at this moment that he said that he had to do his own investigations to see what is exactly going on. Because he said, so kase omon fa back end this and omon person omon de send no. But then within Peter and Paul as a brand no, they have a management company. Management company no, omon fa no Northside Entertainment. And inside the management company no so no. Peter no 30% of the entire management team. And Nebran so what 30% of it. And omo bra panina BM so Jude assign what 40% of it. And to me fan say wo high Peter and Paul sisi and am fan say bia utua be 10,000 Ghana cedis or monje but dey fan say 10,000 Ghana cedis, right? 10,000 Ghana cedis no management ebe form with 10%. Some management company no ebe form with 10%. 10% ni mu so no almost sign wom say a company to almost sign wom 40 na 30, right? Nti some management company no so assign ewo bank accounts and also sadia or boy reach into sa bank accounts and sa bank accounts na dey on fa Jude so, right? Or boy reach straight to sa banks na almost save you with omo no now arresting your omo run accounts no because mind you, this account is so essentially a Jude and a run yiska kwa ha yiska kwa ni say ni ade. Enti all co banks hono makwa kwa share send ye yiska ni free yete ska no ni ade. Now banks now boy no obo banks 304 obo Zenith Bank, Eco Bank, FCMB. Nti offer from nyina say minim say ye save mo wo mo hono. Metim ye nya back end no send ye niam call transaction details ni ade. But offer omo Friday. Into one said nya back information be and free omo hono no so okay. And man train Monday no wa from. Omo nyina assure say oh Monday when you call us we are going to. After the Monday offer banks ni mu bia omo fa biem. No one is answering the call. Offer guy ba ko bi sa be 100 na guy the friend na guy ni say bra adeng. What is your problem? In fact, your elder brother said we should not show anything to you.
We pay a PSQUARE 100 million. Management takes 10%. Inside that 10%, Peter and Paul are managing themselves. Meaning the manager can even go with 4 million. Peter and Paul go 3 million. The same 90 million still remains for the artist. I said the best thing I can do. I contacted all the account officers of Northside Entertainment in different banks. Zenith, I said the best thing I can do. I contacted all the account officers of Northside Entertainment in different banks. Zenith, Eco, and FCMB. I contacted all of them. Unfortunately, I contacted them about Friday. It was 5:30. Banks are closed by then. I told them to send me statement of account. All of them agreed. By Monday, I was calling all of them. None of them were picking my phone calls. I got one frustrated. I kept on calling him like this. And I said, Oga. I said, what's going on? He said that Jude laid an instruction. They should dare not send it to me.
And see, at this moment, in the Obetia says, nah, something is definitely wrong. You know, the story is lengthy. But say, at that moment, no, or friend, bra, Paul, Paul. At this point, I know that something is fishy with Jude. Say na Jude, because me a shareholder, I was a Northside company. But me friend say me person me who send ye transactions akoswa. Or catch banks they say no, they should not show anything to me near the day. But all those 3 banks are already kind friend. Then your money say or no money save. Point me anka bibi papa bi answer. And to on one kasa e find any way. enya bank banko no de o cooperate kakra e na o try screenshots na screenshots na o try na o de send no e na ohun say even before say omo be split as P-Square before 2017 Jude received iska in the form of royalties be twice o receive iska ni we no and I also transfer iska equal two different accounts no e bear the name of onu Jude and ne bra panyin the twin brother panyin no Paul enti o share iska no e ma onu ne self Jude and Paul wa ma onu Peter ni bi na onimpo se o ma receive that amount of money se papa na amomodin and collaborating with him and sending a screenshot from the banker and ka wonim da I feel beside of say, can I get more? Can I get more of the screenshots? I said, no, it will go against my working rules. And in the media amount, and a media amount, means me mau baby. Now let's listen to what he did.
A new P-Square breakup was on the 22nd September. Within that period, because there was an open, I sent out an open letter for the breakup that time, 2017. But something happened July. On the 16th of July or 26th of July, I'll put it up there. You see where an individual paid money within 2-3 days. The person paid about $25,000 something. It's an aggregator, they pay for more like royalties. In 3-4 days time, 2 individuals split that money into 2. Who are those? Look at it there. Paul and Jude. And I saw a place where Jude actually sent that $5,000 to Paul, sent I think 15 or 20,000 to himself.
Now, hold on. Peter Timiachi almost said, they've been sharing some money without his notice. He took the evidence now, call almost general family lawyer. So, say, remember, say when you nice, they live in a confined area, the same compound. Paul fear waha, Peter fear waha, Jude and Sophia waha. That's how their family they live mansions, but now got the same land. So no, honum. And to okomo family lawyer, how they consider and say na makumu. Say na Jude and Paul ede I am family lawyer and kasenya buche. You should not be the one to confront them. Allow me to do that. Now, family lawyer and call and Jude say into $2,000 was 2019 Jude Peter Wolfu gidi oh ya back can bom near the man where where is coming and waiting on and no bisa way. We will just contribute myself and Paul. We will contribute and give to him. Oh, on did it in a way there.
I went to our general lawyer. I showed it to him. He said, this is wrong. But let's find out from Jude. I walked up to Paul and Jude. This is the response Jude gave him. So because of 12,850, I'm good because probably no problem. My Paul will contribute the money and give me.
But Paul, any Jude who said, I say Peter and bro. As a person take who say nice no so okay. I think say distribution na yan fa call for yan fa man call for no. Until now way so let's just go ahead and give it to him. What they call for now say person we distribution call for mo bra. And on the distribution deal no Emma Peter and call for no. Because some of us has a Peter fifi mudodo and on the mom
took P-Square catalog and gave it to the same distribution guys that handled Mr. P and Road Boy. Or they thought I was suspecting something, decided to let go of it. We gave it to them.
Now, and be 2 weeks, 3 weeks, muhonom a hano musam personal work because until within 1 month now jumana no ma sending thousands of dollars aban accounts name as royalties so ono penny there o ma sending amano almost carry no say nah this cannot be for just me to a friend and governance is this for the three of us? We've given Paul his own, we've given Jude his own. Where your own crown, dear. My year, Juma, for over 10, 11 years, near the day back, in the day, me receive bit say, money who says it can't be that. Dollars, what's your make in dollars? That large amount of money in dollars. Mimi dimu, menkwa, me who be that. And it was at this point, and Peter ebe who say, sir, all this one, neti guho. Na Peter be who say, neti guho na nisika no ni royalties ne de omo man mu beye mfanse bia beye 20%. Beye 80% ne de ekogu baabi no. Oye niama bebre ede na oye o science na ase ede ne oye ne ne esi ye nyina emaye in the next 2 episodes, which we are going to merge it into a one single part video, which lights will still be here to give you all the get easy internet here. We are popcorn kakra bi no we dware kakra no watching kakra na me we jume mu so a on kakra no abesha kakra me de baba aba sombo. This is Gossip 24. This is Light on Monday. Please do me a favor to subscribe if you've not, you like, and then you say the room is bright because my name is Light. Bye.